Hey everybody, my name is John and welcome to today's market review video for the 15th of June 2018. Bitcoin is currently at 6550 mark with some resistance at 6600, and we are seeing a respite in the cryptocurrency market from the recent bloodbath we've seen over the past few days. The current market cap is at about 281 billion, which is a 2.5% increase over the last 24 hours. We have volume at 16.6 and Bitcoin dominance at 39.8%. The market has been behaving as it has been recently, with periods of low volatility trading in a range and then some big moves moving 200 to 300 points for the price of Bitcoin. Also, we have altcoins outperforming, as has been happening recently when Bitcoin has been in the positive. But look out for when Bitcoin turns negative, as altcoins have been underperforming. So let's go in and see some of the technicals in Bitcoin. Around 2 a.m. Lisbon time, we've seen a big move up from the 6,200, 6,300 range up to 6,500. And it's been trading in a tight range around 6,450 since then. We did see a brief touch of 6,600, but went quickly back down to the range. So 6,600 was significant support level, and when it broke through, it came back up the touch. So it'll be interesting to see if the price action comes back up here again. There's probably more possibility of a downward move than it breaking through. But obviously nothing said in this video is financial advice. Some of the other big movers in the top 10 include EOS, which currently has 10% of tokens staked on a certain mainnet. So it requires 15% for this mainnet to become official. EOS had some of the biggest losses when the market was going down, but now it's seeing a bit of a recovery. Must be the anticipation of the mainnet finally launching. We also have Tron launching a wallet, and it's going to be one of the biggest gainers in the top 10 today, showing a 8% gain overall. A steady increase today, but it still is noted that Tron wallet should not be used as of yet, even though it's launched. We also have mining in the news. A research report released by Palo Alto Networks has shown that 5% of the Monero being mined is actually being mined maliciously. This is a process called cryptojacking, where if you go onto a website or you use a certain service, this website or service can use your computer's power to mine Monero without you knowing it. You need to be careful when doing this. Although it can be used legitimately for some purposes, some website uses it instead of charging for advertisement. But it is malicious when the website doesn't notify the user of the website that it's going to be doing this process. Coin hiving is a service which is used by many websites, which essentially allows people who visit the website that their CPU power is going to be used to mine Monero. We also have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse announcing that Bitcoin hashing power is under control of a small group of miners in China. This has been known for a long time that a lot of the miners of Bitcoin are located in China, and it's estimated that around 80% of the hash power comes from this country. We have the Antpool mining pool controlled by Bitmain, which has about 25%, mines about 25% of the blocks. So Brad Garlinghouse estimates that about 50% of the hash power in Bitcoin mining comes from just 4 miners in China. So decentralization is a hard thing to quantify, but it would go against the ethos if a lot of the hash power of a network is all in one location. If you imagine a scenario where the government of China overtook all the miners in China, then it will be one entity which owns much of the mining power of just one network. That is just a thought experiment you can think about, but obviously it doesn't seem so secure. In other coins such as Ethereum, the mining is much more decentralized. But we do have Bitmain releasing an ASIC miner for Ethereum, which is to be shipped in late July. So that is a date to keep an eye out for, because it will be interesting to see if the hash power starts to become much more decentralized or centralized once this Antminer is released. And it will be interesting to see whether it pushes GPUs out of the market, because at the moment a lot of GPU mining is done in Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. And GPU mining used to be done in Bitcoin, but once the ASICs became shipped across the market, GPUs were pushed out because they simply couldn't compete. So that's a bit to think about today. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe, and tune in again tomorrow for another market review.